You can choose to click on the minute and second of this episode run to get immediately to only Part 1 helpful URLs of median income for your state and county, and other future tools in support of applying for heat pumps in your state and county. Part 2 headlines only. And Part 3 selected headlines with excerpts commented on by residents against wood smoke emission particulates of 501c3 nonprofit organization. In this episode, Part 1 helpful URLs starts at 0 minutes and 35 seconds, Part 2 headlines starts at 2 minutes and 27 seconds, and Part 3 commentary starts at 15 minutes and 6 seconds. Residents against wood smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. QR codes for YouTube videos, QR code for Spotify podcasts, and QR code for website URL. First, at the beginning of this video are the only URLs updated as of October 15th, 2024. 4 videos with music. Arizona. https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=vox_jhf22-o&t=73s. California. https://watch?v=xkhk3gpy7-q. Maine. https://watch?v=watch?v=0jz5u-rjtm&t=89s. New Mexico. https://watch?v=f6c_5yg5d_w&t=53s. New York. https://www.youtube.com/w8-sokf7-1z8%t=62s. Rhode Island. https://watch?v=8_jw0tlj&t=39s. And Wisconsin. https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=xw6x0kmadnw&t=486s. To search for other ROSEP YouTube videos by subject, go to https://www.youtube.com/@RossiPresidents4370/videos and use the small magnifying glass next to home video shorts. Click on the text box below this YouTube video to see if you qualify for a $8,000 rebate. Click on the website address for your state of residence. For ROSEP YouTube videos showing 80% of median income in states as of this date which have or shortly will offer heat pump rebates, find those 80% of median income statistics for counties in Arizona, California, Maine, New Mexico, New York, Rhode Island, and Wisconsin. If your household income for one person up to 8 persons is under the median income on the chart for each county, you may qualify for the entire $8,000 heat pump rebate in your state, which participates in the HERE rebate program. Episode 56 ZA October 18, 2024. McNeil wood burning plant plan to be owned 100% by BED. In Episode 56 ZA Part 2 headlines 1A, United States climate denial harms climate change disaster assistance. 1B, United States air pollution monitoring inadequate. 1C, United States heat pump rebates to help replace PM 2.5 air polluting indoor residential wood burning for home heating. 2 California, 3 Georgia, 4 Idaho, 5 Illinois, 6 Massachusetts, 7 Michigan, 8 Minnesota, 9 New York, 10 Pennsylvania, 11 South Carolina, 12 South Dakota, 13 Tennessee, 14 Texas, 15 Wisconsin, 16 Trinidad and Tobago, 17 Canada, 18 United Kingdom, 19 Europe, 20 Germany, 21 Zambia, 22 India, 23 PM 2.5 and human health. Part 3 ROSEP extended commentary. 1 Burlington, Vermont McNeil wood burning power plant is planned to be 100% owned by Burlington Electric Department BED in 6 months, rather than immediately shutting it down. Main content of headlines. 1A, United States. Substack. October 17, 2024. Letters from an American. Heather Cox Richardson. ROSEP view. Spreading disinformation in the form of lies about government response to help victims of climate change contributes to climate change denial. Climate change denial results in government and individuals not taking the appropriate steps to prevent hastening of climate change. The appropriate steps for individuals to take to prevent hastening climate change would be to stop indoor residential wood burning and to start using clean energy to heat and cool homes. Cheaper clean energy is available in a growing number of United States now with government heat pump rebates of up to $8,000. The appropriate steps for the United States government to take to stop hastening climate change would be to stop burning wood in power plants and stop subsidies for wood burning power plants. Excerpts edited by ROSEP for brevity and clarity and relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Trump and Vance's outlandish lies about the federal response to Hurricane Helene are designed to override the reality of a competent administration addressing a crisis with all the tools it has. In its place, the lies provide a false narrative of federal officials ignoring people and trying to steal their property. 1B, United States. United States. Study finds U.S. air pollution monitoring network has gaps in coverage. Green Car Congress. These suspended particles such as soot or liquid aerosol droplets are smaller than 2.5 micrometers in diameter, garnering the designation PM 2.5, Science Daily. In February 2024, to better protect Americans from health burdens caused by inhaling particles, the EPA adopted a more stringent standard for PM 2.5. U.S. air pollution monitoring network is called inadequate for covering PM 2.5, C and E in American Chemical Society. In February, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency lowered its fine particulate matter PM 2.5 standard from 12 to 9 micrograms per cubic meter. 1C, United States. The government will pay you $2,000 to replace your water heater. Here's what you need to know. Yahoo! What is a heat pump water heater? Like a regular heat pump, the U.S. Department of Energy explains that instead of generating a bunch of energy to United States, you can get paid $10,000 for this cost-cutting home upgrade. The cool down. Millions of families across the U.S. qualify for an $8,000 heat pump rebate. Here's how to claim yours. United States. Why heat pumps should be hot for commercial buildings. Construction Management Magazine. Commercial heat pumps can deliver significant energy savings. According to data from real-world projects, well-designed heat pump systems can reduce. United States. Company unveils solar roof tiles capable of powering heat pumps. They could be the Yahoo! Paxo Solar unveiled a glass tile that can connect to a heat pump on a house, powering the system to help keep your home at a reasonable. United States. 19 real-world examples of geothermal heat pumps in action. News NREL. Case studies detail geothermal heat pump installations in climate zones across United States with varying system type sizes and end uses. United States. 2019-2020 air to water heat pumps. Energy Star. United States. ARO, Smith Commercial Heat Pump Water Heater Supply House Times. Smith announced the addition of the Emerge I Commercial Heat Pump Water Heater. With a 3.88 uniform energy factor UEF, the Emerge I HBWH can save. 2A California Escalon. Home Energy Rebate Program available. Escalon Times. Heat pump units that improve energy efficiency. Heat pumps can replace water heaters and HVAC systems for heating and cooling. PG&E bills are out. 2B California Los Angeles. Smoke from pile burning visible in Salmon Arm area AM 1150. Wood or brush around the rappel base. Smoke from piles may be visible throughout the Salmon Arm area. Pile burning will only proceed if conditions. 2C California San Jose. Burning to learn. What wildfire research shows us about how to save a home. The Mercury News. Wood mulch surrounding the buildings on fire. Bay burning embers and wood mulch around side-by-side structures. If residents can prevent embers from starting a fire within 5 feet of the home and remove anything that could lead a low-burning fire up to it, researchers say, the structure is significantly more likely to survive. Remove the dead plants and wooden fencing touching the home, they advise. 2D California Sugar Point. Understory burning to continue at Sugar Pine Point, California. News2news.com KTVN. Smoke produced by unwanted wildfires. Smoke from prescribed burns. Wildfire or wood-burning stoves may hang low to the ground at night and in the 3 Georgia Albany. Geothermal heat pump case study. Marine Corps Logistics Base. Albany. Department of Energy. Location Albany, Georgia. Size 5 modular 6-pipe heat recovery 85-ton water-to-water geothermal heat pumps. 2 adiabatic dry coolers. For Idaho. Boise. Winter is coming. Stock up on free firewood at the Boise National Forest. MSN Fire. If you've lived in Idaho, even 1 year you know it gets cold. If you have a fireplace or wood-burning stove, firewood is a necessity. 5 Illinois, Chicago, and California. San Francisco. Treehouse secures $16.6 million to make EV charger and heat pump installation cheaper with AI. Tech funding news. Treehouse, a US-based software-enabled installation platform for electrification projects, has raised $16.6 million in series of funding. 6 Massachusetts. A pilot program got low-cost heat pumps into 3 Massachusetts homes. Can it be scaled up? MassLive.com, a first-of-its-kind financing model in Massachusetts, is making electric heat pumps affordable for certain residents. 7A Michigan. Geothermal heat pump case study. Coview Scenic Farm. Department of Energy. Location Petoskey, Michigan. System size. 2 separate geothermal heat pump systems use the same closed-loop field. 5 trenches 200 feet long. 7B Michigan. Not breathing easy over PM 2.5 ion salt. STE Marie Press Reader. Particulate matter pollution includes PM10 inhalable particles with diameters 10 micrometers μm or less. PM 2.5 fine inhalable particles with. 8 Minnesota. There's a huge pile of tree debris. It's growing, and there are no good solutions. Star Tribune. Open burning wood releases a lot of carbon into the air, Klaprick said. Some of the wood is converted into mulch, but 9A New York Lockport. Geothermal heat pump case study. Autumn Gardens apartment complex. Department of Energy. Heat pump system for heating and cooling. Photo from Autumn Gardens apartments. Fast facts. Location Lockport, New York. System size 162 console. Heat pump system for heating and cooling. Rebate from their geothermal heat pump system. The CLHA team leveraged. 9B New York, New York City. Air pollution in NYC subway disproportionately impacts lower-income commuters. Study says MSN, particulate matter, or PM 2.5. They say when you inhale it, PM 2.5 goes into your lungs and possibly even the bloodstream and can cause short and 10 Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Crews battle multi-acre wildfire burning across Brendan T. Burn State Forest in Burlington County. 6 ABC. It is burning in the area of Mary and Forge Road in Pemberton Township. No CA Redwoods Preserve turns fire-damaged wood into boon for farmers. 11 South Carolina, Charleston. Debunking the myths about heat pumps. Branded Post-Indy Couriered. Comfact. A heat pump is a year-round HVAC system that can heat and cool your home depending on what's needed. It consists of 2 main components. Myth. A heat pump only heats your home and is therefore only good during the colder months. Fact. A heat pump is a year-round HVAC system that can heat and cool your home depending on what's needed. 12 South Dakota, Sioux Falls. Working cooperatively together. How this innovative program could save on your heating. Sioux Falls business rebate programs. Although the cooperative doesn't sell or install any heat pump equipment, it offers rebates and a reduced electric heat rate. 13 Tennessee, Knoxville. Burn permits required this fall to burn debris like leaves and sticks. WBIR.com, or even people's homes and other structures. Burn permits are not necessary for campfires, cooking fires, fireplaces, or wood-burning stoves. Permits. 14 Texas, Austin, and Maine, Bangor. Nile and H-Tech launch all-in-one commercial heat pump water heater with PCM storage. KXAN. This game-changing heat pump water heater doesn't need to store water. Bangor, Maine. October 16, 2024. PR Newswire. Nile Water Heating Systems is 15 Wisconsin. Elevated fire weather across Wisconsin. Wisconsin DNR. Wisconsin.gov burning due to elevated fire danger across the state. The DNR and related links. Open burning regulations. Outdoor wood boilers. Open. 16 Trinidad and Tobago. EMA's air quality monitoring stations report good levels. Trinidad Guardian. PM 2.5 equals 29, and SO2 equals 2. The Point Leasis monitor station reported an AQI of 31 points. PM 10 equals 14, and PM 2.5 equals 3. 17A Canada. Clean energy technologies save households serious money, but the barrier to entry. Street Insider. Notably, switching your fossil fuel-powered car for an electric equivalent saves money in every region of the country while installing a heat pump. 17B Canada. Opening the door. Clean Energy Canada. Rebate toward an EV and $12,000 to swap their gas and median income. Household in BC would receive $12,000 toward a heat pump, for instance. 17C Canada. British Columbia Vancouver. Clean energy technologies save households serious money. Globe Newswire. Heat pump saves money in most provinces. But despite the savings, a median income family in Vancouver can access a $4,000 provincial rebate toward. 17D Canada. Saskatchewan. Sask Energy introduces equipment replacement rebate. HPAC Magazine. New rebate program from Sask Energy offers homeowners rebates of up to carrier completes cold climate heat pump challenge. Modern Niagara. 18A United Kingdom. Map shows where you could get fined for using a wood-burning stove. MSN. Eco-design tests stoves based on seasonal efficiency over a year. Levels of nitrogen, oxides, carbon monoxide, particulate matter, and organic gases. UK rules state that all newly manufactured wood-burning stoves, multi-fuel stoves, and fireplaces must meet stringent new guidelines called eco-design. 18B United Kingdom. PM 2.5 and pets and vet visits. Improving air pollution would avoid 80,000 vet visits every year, study finds. LSC. Particulate matter. By comparison, there is relatively little air pollution. Animals health. Pets. PM 2.5 UK. 18C United Kingdom. Birmingham. UK households who have fireplace and opt to use it this winter face £1,300 fine. Birmingham Live. Smoke control area. This is an area designated by the council to reduce pollution from burning wood and coal. Within an SCA it is not permitted. UK households who have chimneys warn new rule could land them £300 fine. Birmingham Live. Smoke control areas. Direct. These rules mean that only some people with a wood-burning stove or open fire will pay a fine for using it. 18D United Kingdom. Yorkshire. UK power firm burnt wood from environmentally sensitive areas in Canada. Oil price. The company, which receives massive subsidies in the UK for burning wood pellets at its power station in North Yorkshire in England, was fined earlier. 19A Europe. Delay of EU deforestation regulation may be excused to gut law, activists fear. Munga Bay. Wood products, including industrial-scale wood pellets burned to make energy. Burning forest, biomass feedstocks that they're not allowed. 19B Europe. ERA raises $69 million to expand heat pump deployment across Europe. ESG Today. Heat pumps are rapidly emerging as an energy-efficient and climate-friendly alternative to furnaces and air conditioners, producing fewer greenhouse. 20 Germany. Ludwigshafen. BASF receives funding approval for construction of industrial heat pump. Hydrocarbon engineering. BASF has received funding approval from the German Federal Ministry for Economic Affairs and Climate Action for the construction of the world's most powerful industrial heat pump. In the coming months, the company will therefore be able to start the preparatory construction work for the project at its Ludwigshafen, Germany, site. BASF secures funding to construct world's largest industrial heat pump for carbon neutral. Chem analyst. He highlighted that the heat pump will be unique in its design for steam generation, with no comparable industrial pilot projects currently available. Germany. The rising trend of heat pumps, a greener way to warm up. Geographical. Germany is another country with a heat pump population on the rise with their rebate scheme introduced in January. The rising trend of heat pumps, a greener way to warm up. Heat pumps are a relatively low-carbon alternative to heating domestic and commercial spaces and work by absorbing heat from the air, ground, or. 21 Zambia. Vera cancels 5 million overissued credits linked to Sequest Capital. Vera. Installation of high-efficiency wood-burning cookstoves in Zambia, 780,281, 536,301, 780,281, 243,980. 2341. Installation of high-efficiency wood. 22A India. Faridabad civic admin begins drive to enforce anti-pollution measures. The Tribune India. The average PM 2.5 particulate matter of 2.5 micrograms per cubic meter hanging in the air in the city has been recorded over 200 points in the past. 22B India. AQI. Gurgaon air quality monitor fails as city suffers from heavy pollution and smoke. Times of India. PM 2.5. A large number of allotted or sold plots are lying in use throughout these sectors, which make it very convenient for indiscriminate. 23A PM 2.5 and aging. Association between indoor PM 2.5 components and accelerated biological aging in. ScienceDirect.com. Air pollution, particularly fine particulate matter PM 2.5, is a global environmental health threat that may accelerate aging and schizophrenia. 23B PM 2.5. Clystoclix nervosum var. Pagnala mitigates oxidative stress and inflammation induced by nature. Particulate matter PM. Air pollution. Environmental air pollution, specifically fine PM with diameter less than 2.5 micrometer PM 2.5, 23 cpm 2.5 in emergency room patients increase. Increase in air pollution corresponds with more patients at the hospital emergency department. Medical Express. 2.5 micrometers in size PM 2.5, and particulate matter of less than 10 micrometers PM 10 near patients' home addresses for up to 30 days before. 23 dPm 2.5, and heat waves and frailty. The combined effects of heat waves, air pollution, and greenery on the risk of frailty nature. Note NDVI normalized difference vegetation index. PM 2.5 fine particulate matter with an aerodynamic diameter less than or equal to 2.5 micrometer. HW heat wave. HR hazard. 23 EPM 2.5 and lung transplants. Ambient air pollution exposure and outcomes in patients receiving lung transplant. JAMA network. PM 2.5 air pollution were at a higher risk of worse survival after lung transplant. Abstract. Importance elevated ambient fine particulate matter PM. Air pollution exposure at time of lung transplant and survival. Can we do better? JAMA Network. PM 10 PM less than 10 micrometer diameter and lower post-transplant forced vital capacity among patients exposed to higher levels of PM 10 and PM 2.5. Part 3 ROSEP Extended Commentary. 1 Burlington, Vermont McNeil wood burning power plant is planned to be 100% owned by Burlington Electric Department BED in 6 months, rather than immediately shutting it down. 1A Vermont Burlington. Burlington seeks to buy out its McNeil plant partners. ROSEP View. The Burlington City Council has called on Burlington Electric to reduce emissions from the McNeil wood burning power plant by 25% in 5 years and 50% in 10 years. The idea of using wood burning to heat a university medical center is illogical, since the only benefit to a medical center would be increased emissions for PM 2.5 air pollution-generated medical problems. ROSEP has the opinion that drying wood before burning wood will not cut emissions by an appreciable degree. ROSEP's view is that McNeil should not burn wood to begin with. There are cheaper and clean alternatives to wood burning in 2024, such as wind, solar, and geothermal power. The McNeil plant is losing money, and the cost of pursuing clean energy in the form of wind, solar, and geothermal will be balanced out by the savings on the last decade or more, current and ongoing. Monetary losses of the McNeil plant and balanced out by the savings on healthcare costs for state residents who are sickened and often face early deaths because of the adverse health effects of the PM 2.5 emitted by wood burning. Wood burning emits 90% PM 2.5, particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer size, the perfect size to infiltrate the human lung, setting off a cascade of human health problems and early deaths. Wood burning emits 2.8 times the PM 2.5 and CO2 as the fossil fuel coal burning. Wood burning emits 450 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel natural gas burning. Wood burning PM 2.5 and CO2 emissions also hasten climate change, which Vermont has recently experienced in the form of newly dramatic climate-caused flooding. ROSEP View. Under this Burlington Electric Department plan, wood burning will continue at the McNeil plant despite the current Burlington mayor running on a platform of shutting down the McNeil wood burning plant. The best-case scenario hinted at by the mayor would be for Burlington to shut down the McNeil wood burning power plant quickly, although not immediately, given that it will take 6 months to buy out the two partners. ROSEP article excerpts from the point of view of environmentalists. McNeil has come under significant criticism from environmental advocates for being the single largest source of carbon pollution in the state and its costly method of generating electricity. The plant burns hundreds of tons of wood chips each year, mostly from waste wood on logging jobs. The plant has also operated at a loss for 7 of the past 9 years and was on track to lose about $8 million last year, according to the joint owners' annual financial reports. One of McNeil's sharpest critics, environmental lawyer Nick Persompieri, said it struck him as odd the city would want full ownership of such a money-losing enterprise. Because of the lack of profitability, now they BED are going to bear 100% of the losses instead of 50%. ROSEP article excerpts the surprising changed opinion of the new Burlington mayor. The development comes as something of a surprise, given Mayor Emma Mulvaney-Stanek's pledge during last year's campaign to develop a responsible transition plan to close the McNeil plant. Mulvaney-Stanek said she still supports ending the burning of wood chips for electricity at McNeil eventually. She has realized the site holds promise for innovative renewable energy projects that could be difficult to pull off with partners involved, she said. It takes 2 additional steps with 2 additional owners right now, she said. ROSEP article excerpts from the point of view of the Burlington Electric Department BED leader. It's unclear whether the ownership change would affect BED's long-sought goal of using the waste heat from the plant to generate steam for heating buildings, most recently at the University of Vermont Medical Center. Springer said he wanted to make it crystal clear that the move is not a step toward plant closure. BED is considering other energy initiatives on the Intervale property, including adding battery storage and a wood chip dryer. The City Council last year required BED to explore whether using waste heat from the plant to dry the greenwood chips before they are burned, much like seasoning firewood, would improve the plant's efficiency. 7 Days Publisher. October 15, 2024. City officials announced on Tuesday they would try to obtain full ownership of the 40-year-old wood-burning power generating facility. Excerpts edited by ROSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. The Burlington Electric Department BED is entering negotiations to buy out the co-owners of the 40-year-old wood-fired McNeil generating station established in 1984, which would make the city of Burlington, Vermont, its sole owner. BED owns 50% of the plant, while Green Mountain Power, the state's largest utility, owns 31%. The balance, 19%, is owned by the Vermont Public Power Supply Authority, which supports Vermont's municipal and cooperative electric utilities. The 3 parties will enter a 6-month negotiation to see if they can reach an agreement to transfer the minority ownership stakes, which would be subject to regulatory approval. The Burlington City Council has called for the Burlington Electric Department BED to reduce emissions from the plant by 25% in 5 years and 50% in 10 years. 1B Vermont Burlington. October 15, 2024. Burlington Electric seeks to buy out city's wood-burning plant from joint owners VT Digger. But the plant produces power primarily by burning wood chips left over from logging jobs, releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere as a result. Burlington seeks to buy out its McNeil plant partners, 7 Days Vermont's independent voice. 7 Days. City officials announced Tuesday they would try to obtain full ownership of the 40-year-old wood-burning power generating facility. Report finds no viable green alternative to Burlington's McNeil generating plant WCAX. A new report for the 1C Vermont Burlington. October 16, 2024. 3-minute 22-second video released October 16, 2024. Report finds no viable green alternative to Burlington's McNeil generating plant. https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=dme8gs3lim 1D Vermont Burlington. October 15, 2024. 38-minute video released October 17, 2024. Mayor Emma Mulvaney-Stanek. https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=wfmsaym_g1m update on McNeil generating station. Text box for YouTube video. Mayor Emma Mulvaney-Stanek and Burlington Electric General Manager Darren Springer will share an update related to the McNeil generating station and then take questions from the media. October 14, 2024, https://linktr.ee/townmeetingtv